So what we just did was make this Venn diagram about sand and clay and how they are the same and how they are different. Now I want to take it to my writing paper. So I have my Venn diagram, I have everything on it, and I want to make sure I include everything in my writing. So I want to talk about differences and similarities in my writing. First, I want to start off with by talking about similarities. So I'm going to say sand and clay are the same because they are both types of soil and things can grow in them. So I'm gonna come over to my writing paper. You can do this on scratch paper, you can do this on line paper, whatever paper you have at home and want to practice your writing on. Remember, practice your best handwriting when doing your writing. So I'm going to say sand and clay are the same because what if I don't remember? I don't remember what I put on my Venn diagram. What should I do? Oh, I should probably look at my Venn diagram. Both is in the middle, so I know I need to write about that. So both types of soil, both can have growth in them. Things can grow in them. Sand and clay are the same because they are both types of soil and things can grow in it. Or I'm going to say them, so I know I'm talking about both of them. Things can grow in them. Now that I've talked about my similarities, it's time to talk about my differences. So I know that sand is soft and grainy, so I can feel a bunch of different things kind of throughout sand while I run it through my fingers. Clay is hard. We saw how hard it was. It kind of sounded like knocking on a door. Clay is hard, and then it was also smooth. The texture was smooth. So I'm going to put they are different I'm going to fix my paper. They are different because sand is soft and clay is hard. Okay, I'm kind of running out of room. Should I add a new piece of paper? If you're at home, you can add a new piece of paper to your other paper. That's perfectly fine. I'm just going to keep on writing, and if I run out of room on my bottom line, I'll just go to the whiteboard to save us time. So I have one more thing to talk about. I talked about 2 ways they are similar, and I'm talking about 2 ways they are different. So far, after reading over my writing, I see I only have 1 way that they are different. So I want to add 1 more way so I make sure I have my whole Venn diagram in my writing. So the last way they are different is sand is grainy. Remember, you can feel a bunch of different things within sand when it's in your fingers. That kind of talks about the texture of sand. And clay is smooth. So when we're feeling the clay on the outside, we feel that it's smooth. That doesn't mean it's soft. We're just talking about the texture of the sand. So I'm going to put next, my other way they are different. Next, sand is grainy. Grainy. I'll make sure I want to sound out my words, spelling the best I can. Sand is grainy and clay is smooth. When I think I'm done with my writing, before I move on to my picture, I want to make sure that my writing is perfect. I have both of my differences and both of my similarities. So let's read over our writing when we get done. Sand and clay are the same because they are both types of soil and things can grow in them. Period. Stop. They are different because sand is soft and clay is hard. Next, sand is grainy and clay is smooth. I have all of my similarities and all of my differences. Now I can draw a picture. Our pictures and our words always have to match, so maybe I could draw a picture of me building a sand castle and me making pottery with clay. That shows the differences of sand and clay. That was our science lesson.